Hello, living in Boulder vlog. Let me give an update of what's going on. It's June 23rd. I haven't done a video for like 3 days or whatever. So last time, because I was just trying to get going, and I was waiting in the mail forever for my phone. It was supposed to come on Thursday and didn't come until yesterday. So yesterday, on Thursday, I just got bored and lost motivation, so I drank 2 bottles of Jägermeister again. Without getting hungover the next day. And then I slept in, and 1:30 comes along, and I have to I have to water my plants. Oh my god, they're all wilting. Because I haven't watered my plants either. Um, yeah, I was waiting for my phone, and then I got my phone, so now I'm doing my phone. So, here's my phone. I got the iPhone 10, and it's the 256 gigabyte one. So I just went and just downloaded all the IQ tests, history tests, what else? Google Map stuff, Google Earth stuff, on maps onto it, and Wikipedia and stuff. And I want to figure out, like, I'm not motivated to do anything. I have to do some work tomorrow, and I think Monday, but I'm not motivated to do anything because I don't want to ride or anything until I get this figured out. Because I think the time has finally come where you can turn these things into all-in-one computers for the MP3s. You can like do podcasts. I think maybe you can even download podcasts to it and do YouTube on it wherever there's internet. And I guess even when there's not internet, if you can download the podcast, I've never done that. But maybe you could do that with YouTube too. But you probably have to do it individually, like manually. But I mean, to have this thing as a thing that's just ready to go, where there's no internet, up in the mountains, with as big of a collection of audiobooks as possible, is what I'm going to do. So let me explain to you how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to do. So I have a collection of audiobooks. It's like 1,500 audiobooks on my website, all the historical audiobooks up until, like 70, like copyright, like beginning of this century. And the ones that are on LibriVox and Kindle. And those are the two big collections that I think make it pretty much complete. And I have 2 Kindles, but they're a lot bigger than this. They're like this big. And that's the only way to listen to the Kindle books. There's still not a way to listen to Kindle books on an iPhone. That's going to be a huge, huge, huge mistake by Amazon, I guarantee you. It's going to make them like obsolete. Like, they're in such a good position, digital position. All they have to do is make it so that you can read them. But they want you to pay for their Audible. But Audible isn't as wide ranging as all of the other Kindle books. There were only like a half dozen. I had like 1,000 or something, and or 800, and there's only a half dozen or so that are Audible. So on my list. So, but that's fine. The Kindle batteries last forever, so you can, I guess, take advantage in that way. So you can still can't take a Kindle like biking or running with you. You just have to have a special bag that holds it. So, but then the other collection that I have, there's this other app too that's called Free Audiobooks, and I haven't looked at their collection a lot, but it's probably pretty big, and you can just play it right off of them. But the other way that I'm going to do it is LibriVox. I have every single book in LibriVox, and I even looked through it and updated it like a couple of months ago to make sure. And I added a couple, but yeah, they didn't really add that much since I made it in 2011. I have all of the books on LibriVox.com, which is the website where people read the books out loud. Every single book on history, philosophy, and religion section. I think I did those 3 sections for LibriVox as well as Kindle, because religion and philosophy are kind of within history. So, for like the free ones, 100 years ago. So, I got every single one of those on my computer, and so what I'm going to do is transfer them. The way that you get them on your iPhone is you have to create a playlist on your iTunes by dragging and dropping them. But when you're doing that, iTunes is its own folder, so you're duplicating the file. So if I have like 89 gigabytes right now of the books, but I don't think it's complete. But if it's like 100 gigabytes, you have to have at least 100 more gigabytes free on your computer, because it's going to create that space all over again. And then from there, you can wirelessly transfer it to your computer, to your phone. And then your phone has it just like a regular MP3 file that you can, I guess, make all the playlists for and everything. So that's what my priority is. That's all I'm going to focus on, is getting all those LibriVox. Because between LibriVox and Kindle, it's like 1,500 books I have. And so, and then there's another way that I do audiobooks too. On my website, on my cell phone, and it's by using my website, dude. Check it out. I had to pay $10 for Natural Reader app, which was the main text-to-speech program from 10 years ago when they first started doing it, and so yeah, it can read any website, and because I have a badass phone now and I have badass internet, or the internet's badass, I can just play the pages on my website, like even the 3,000 page ones, long ones. If I'm in a 3,000, I looked at a 3,300 page long book. I'm really high right now. I just took like 15 hits before making this video. But I think I was Livy, 3,300 pages, and it had 33 sections. So you can go into Natural Reader. You just open up the file, and you can set a their files list. You can't set playlists, but you just have to scroll up and down. Here, I'll show you. Natural Reader. So here's all my files on Natural Reader. I have all the books, history books on my website on it. And so you would just click and then I have all of the decades from 0 to 2000. Shit, one of my plants died. And then I'm going to do every year from 1900 to 2000, and then decades in the future. Whatever's on my webpage, my bi-weekly history test webpage. And then the different ones in the past, and just throw them on here with the with all of the books that I have on my website. But you can sort them by date, size, and title. So you can do it alphabetically and then by size. So if you want to just scroll down and listen to something like how I explain on my website, if you want to go on a 5-hour ride, you just find the book that's 5 hours and your sorter here, and boom, you go. Try to finish the whole book, and then do your video about it afterwards, all in one go. And then date. So if you, that's another way to organize it, and like how I did it in my head, just in priority. And yeah, so right now I'm doing the years. I did the decades, and now I'm working up the years. This article is about so that's her reading, and then you can adjust the reading speed, and I think I'm going to make the reading speed the same, because you can do it on a slider and incrementally. But the reading speed for Apple on fast is like 52 seconds for a page, and that's good. So I'll just set this to equal that, so that when you see how long it estimates how long it takes to read the book on my website here, then that's how long it'll take the phone to do it. But what I was going to say is, like Livy's 3,300 pages, and even on Natural Reader, when I open it up, I can slide the slider, which scrolls me up and down the webpage of Livy on my website, and you can do it. They divide it up into 33 segments, so 3,300 pages. You can do it to within 100 pages. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's definitely doable with the smaller books. I only have a few books that are that big, but if you're talking like even 1,000-page book, you can do it to within 33 pages, which is just a few minutes, So but the thing is that it whenever you hit stop in these files, and then you exit it, when you open it up again, it picks up where it left off. So It's really cool. And then you can scroll up and down your website and jump to different places really quickly. So, yeah, it's cool. Natural reader. So, so yeah, but the problem is, I don't think my list is complete because I actually deleted the file accidentally with my when I was buying external hard drives and I was shuffling stuff around and I had to free space here and I thought that I had it on a hard drive and it wasn't, and so I deleted it and I was like, oh fuck, and I was just screaming for like half hour. I thought it was all over. My neighbor even knocked on the door, threatened to call the cops on me because I was yelling. But yeah, man. But then I remembered about Carbonite. I have Carbonite, but it didn't back up all of them because my internet was crap. It just couldn't keep up. So I'm gonna have to go through there and make sure that they're all full, and then upload all of my download all the books that I didn't manage to back up, and but I can download them like lightning fast. I have gigabit internet now, so it's amazing. So yeah, I'll make sure that my folder's all set up full. I remember it had like 130 gigabytes, and now it only has 89, so I might have a lot to catch up on. But what is that? There's this beat that keeps going for like the last day. I have to organize that, and then I'm going to just drag it onto my iTunes after I make sure that I have the space on my computer. I have with just organizing stuff on my external hard drives, and then drag it onto my iPhone, and then see if I can organize it on my iPhone. And once I do that, I mean, maybe that's the only time I'll ever have to do it, because then when I get a new iPhone replacement, whenever, it would just drag. I could iCloud all those or drag it from the phone to the phone directly, or the phone to I don't know, but whatever. To be able to have all those is going to be amazing. Between that and then the Kindles that I have, and then this other program, I'll look at it. They probably don't have any books that I don't have, but then my website. Yeah, I've got my little box here. I don't have to worry about MP3 players, I think the battery on this my mouth is totally dry. The battery on this lasts 10 hours of constant use. So yeah. That's what I'm going to, right now I'm just going to finish. I was in the optometrist this morning. I had to wait like 30 minutes. But I didn't care because I was on here just adding years. I'm at like 1914, I think. I have to finish the years for my collection of all of my files for Natural Reader. And and then I'm going to do the BC ones. And then I'll just have to scroll up. I think before I started the years, I had to do like 10 swipes just to get through the books. I put all the books on my education page, like all of the books from ancient times all the way up until like the year 500, like the fall of Rome. Later on, one day I'd like to do the other books, the rest of the books. There's a lot more of them now, but computers will be faster, so, or at least get a collection of them on here. So yeah, I'm gonna finish with this thing, and then finish up my list. So hopefully I'll be done in the next couple of days with that, and then I can start. And then I'll make some good playlists, I guess, to listen to music, the dubstep. Drag them onto here as MP3 players from my iTunes, MP3 files from my iTunes, and then write dubstep for like a month probably, and then one day I'll be like, ooh, let's do the audiobooks. That's gonna be fun. Alright, that's enough talking. Jeez. Alright, peace out.